Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, February 9th. And if we look at the headlines, just a chance of some snow showers here over the next couple of days. Will warm up into the weekend and we could see even some rain mixed with that snow. We could see an inch or two of snow over the weekend, but best bet is any accumulations of snow look like they're going to stay basically north of the line from Muskegon to Saginaw. I think a better chance of accumulating snow is going to be across northern Michigan into the UP. And you can see by the extended outlook, we continue to look to be on the warm side through much of the country. And precipitation-wise, looks like we'll be fairly dry here in the Great Lakes. But we do expect that things may be going to change in about 10 days. I know we've been saying it, we've been seeing some signs of that, but we're seeing a little stronger indications that finally we may get some pretty cold air in here as we get towards mid-month. If we look at the big headline for the day, obviously, is going to be the big winter storm across much of the northeastern U.S. and even got blizzard warnings from Long Island up to Nantucket and up towards Plymouth, just south of Boston Common. You can see many 5 to 10, 6 to 12, and in the blizzard areas, 12 to 16 inches of snow there. So definitely on the wintry side across at least some parts of the U.S. Our normal high is 29, the normal low is 11 degrees. And you can see back on this date in 1888 was the coldest ever recorded temperature here in mid-Michigan, 26 below zero. And if we look at the next slide, you can see the highest and lowest temperatures across the U.S. yesterday, 96 degrees at Cotulla, Texas, and the low spot, 29 below zero at Hallock, Minnesota. So very chilly up there. If we look at conditions around the MAC area yesterday, you can see temperatures quite a bit cooler than the previous day in the mid-30s and to the low 40s across the southeast part of the state. And with lows in the teens only a few days into the month, we're now back to pretty close to normal, just a little below normal so far for the month. If we look at the conditions around the area this morning, see temperatures mainly in the mid-teens to low 20s across the southeast part of the state. And if we go to the radar, you can see some snow showers coming in. We're going to have another system, upper level system, come through later today, and that'll bring us a chance of some more snow showers. And you can see these even making it well inland. So don't be surprised to see at least a few snow showers across the area today. If we look at the weather map for this morning, you can see the big low pressure system off the east coast, and that's creating a lot of heavy snow up and down the seaboard. And again, places like Boston and Philadelphia into D.C., New York, you're going to get quite a bit of snow today. It's a travel problem, certainly going to be seen out in that area. If we look at the weather map by Friday morning, you can see our next system that'll be moving towards the Great Lakes. It'll be moving pretty much east into the northern U.S., just into Lake Superior, and with that it'll bring some snow across the northern areas. Could be heavy right up along the Lake Superior shoreline with a mixed bag of rain or snow across the area here, beginning especially tomorrow night into Saturday morning. You can see the forecast for Saturday morning, that low pressure system now just around the Sioux. Cold front sending back, not a lot of cold air behind this system, and so we expect a mixed bag of rain or snow showers here through the weekend. No big deal as far as accumulations, and we don't really see much in the way of accumulating snow here over the next 10 days. If we look at precipitation amounts here over the next 10 days, again, nothing very impressive, about 3 to 5 tenths of an inch of rain for much of the MAC area. That would be rain or snow combined, and right now we think it could be a little of both, as we just don't see a lot of cold temperatures beyond here the next day or so, and then we'll moderate to above normal here for the weekend into early next week before we settle back to near normal as we get in towards the middle of next week. As far as snowfall over the next 3 days, you can see with that northern system bringing some accumulating snow to northeast lower Michigan and of the UP, and of course the big winter storm moving up along the northeastern U.S. bringing quite a bit of snowfall for them. And if we look at the do we have any hope for cold and snow? Certainly we do. Right now we're in the very warm phases of 5, 6, and 7. We're in 6 now, and we're going to get through that and go into phase 8 very strongly. And phase 8 represents a very cold pattern for the Great Lakes and for the northeastern U.S., as does phase 1 and phase 2. 7 is a little bit above normal, but it trends towards normal or below once we get deep into phase 7. And again, so we do see some signs with the MJL that we could be turning colder in here not too long. And then we're also starting to see evidence with the Southern Oscillation Index. This is the daily contribution against the 30-day average, and you can see we're back down to near net or norm or zero right now, and we do expect that we're going to see conditions go quite a bit negative here over the next few days on this index. So we'll show you that again tomorrow or Friday, and then we'll also look at that early next week, and I think you'll see that we'll go negative here. That represents some rising pressures across Australia, and we'll see the pressures really fall in Tahiti. And if we look at the snowfall here over the next 46 days, you can see about 1.5 feet to about 2 feet of snow for much of the MAC area. So that's a little bit above normal. And of course, take this with a grain of salt, 46-day forecast. But certainly it does indicate we're going to see more in the way of wintry weather across the Midwest, Great Lakes, and the Northeast. If looking out to Weather Watch, you can see a large area of wind chill advisories across areas from the Dakotas into Minnesota, and then lake snow advisories for portions of the counties near Lake Superior. And then of course, if we look out to the east, our big winter storm there that's going to dump a lot of snow to the big cities across the East Coast here over the next over the next 18 hours, and things will begin to improve there later on tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.